Hey up, Knots Gamer here. Welcome back to the Knots Cave. And can I just start off this time by saying the big thank you to absolutely every single one of you that's been watching me, liking, subscribing, sharing anything on my videos since I came back to this in September last year. I hit 100 subscribers this morning. Not a massive milestone in most people's books, but you've got no idea what that means to me, that many of you really appreciate what I'm doing, want to watch what I'm doing. So thank you all from the bottom of my heart for every single one of you guys. I love you all, even if it takes me ages to get back to you in the comments. I do eventually, but I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. This video isn't all about that. What I wanted to show you this time was another upgrade for the Knots Cave, and it should help me further down the line with more stuff, making my content creation quicker, easier, more streamlined. Is I'm upgrading my PC. The current machine I'm using was a first generation Core i5 machine, and whenever I'm editing stuff in Lightworks, it tends to just hang forever and ever, especially on some of the more demanding edits. So what I chose to do is go for a Ryzen machine to just give me a bit more oomph to be able to get these out quicker and more efficiently than I was doing before. And not only that, to get some gaming done, guys, because PC gaming's come a long way since I built that rig 6 years ago. I want to play some VR, I want to play some new Phantasy Star Online, new Genesis, I want to play some No Man's Sky without it looking like it's running on a potato, because that is a very demanding game. So without further ado, let's get this box out, see what's inside, have a tinker, swap some bits around and play some games. And again, thank you all so much for tuning in and watching. It means the world to me. Thank you, guys. Well, welcome back to the Knots bench, where it's currently very noisy outside, so apologies, but I've had to zoom out really far to get this on the bench. There you go. This week I've got a brown cardboard box. Nah, it's just not going to fit on there, is it? So let's get this on the floor and pop it open. Okay, so we're on the floor. I need something to pop the box open with. And as always, we're going to rely on Mr. Should Be Sharp, but occasionally is sharp, but really is most of the time blunt knife. So the blade nearly just flew out of. So pop this open, find a way in, add some more light to the equation. Honestly, guys, I've been struggling with my edits quite a lot lately because my old Core i5 system just wasn't up to the task. It just like, I'm not saying that it shouldn't be, but sometimes you have to add so much into your videos to get what you want as a result in the end. My computer spent most of its time daydreaming. Sat there going, oh, I'm thinking about what you've done. So let's have a look at what's in the box. This should be pre-assembled, but it is. So we have, in this board, we've got an Asus Prime board. They're a lot smaller than they were on my last build, but bearing in mind I built my last machine about 6 years ago. This time I'm just being lazy and I can't be bothered to build it myself. And inside is completely the wrong graphics cards, guys. This is really surprising. I ordered this with a dog shit graphics card in it. It should have been like a bottom of the line thing that run when I paid little for this machine, and I have just pulled an RTX 2080 box, 2060 box out of there. This should not have a 2060 in it. Right, so after all that, we're kind of a good giggle at me for getting a bit too excited. The people at Polycom obviously trying to have a laugh with you by putting a 2060 box in there and still sticking the toasty little crap card in that we wanted. So what I want to do before I, in fact, I'll power this on first, make sure it works, but then what I want to do is remove this and whack my 1660 GT in. It's no 2060 by any stretch, but it's the next best thing. Cards are very expensive at the minute, guys, so I'm going to recycle one I had. I think I bought it about 9 months ago, so we'll stick that in here instead and beef it up a little. I'm going to take you over here while I butcher my old computer. We'll just pop this case open. It shouldn't be too dusty inside. I clean it quite regularly. These things do need cleaning quite regularly. As you can see, that's a big card, man. So it's a very big card. So there is my 1660 GT, which we will give a quick brush down to get all the dust off. But that's going in my new machine. There we go. Old graphics card, new machine, but better than what's in it. Meanwhile, back over at the knots bench, we have this little blade here. A little bit dirty, so just give the fans a brush off. Clean card is a happy card. Snug as a bug. I just need to find out where the power cable is for that and get it in. Well, it's never easy, is it? This PC doesn't have the 8-pin power connector for my graphics card on the power supply, so I've got to take the power supply out of this one and put the one in out of my old machine. Brilliant, eh? Brilliant, awesome, just what you want. It's missing that connector. Now there's a 6-pin one on there, but my card takes an 8, so I've had to remove and reuse. So back in a mo. Just going to swap these around. As far as I can tell, we're all plugged in. It looks, in my eyes, slightly better than it did. I'm just going to get this side panel back on. Oops. Ah! Without trapping your arm in it. You two back in there. Everything from the front. Right, so I'm just going to plug this in and make sure I've plugged everything back in. So I'm going to leave it running all those Windows updates it needs. And once that's done, there's my old SSD with all my games on, which I'll probably need to format anyway. I'm going to get that in there as well. As you can tell, I'm still pissing about with all that wiring. I've put the updates on, the card's in, it works fine. I've took the old 256 gig SSD out of my original machine. That's what I run my more demanding games from to cut down on load times. There isn't a third mounting for a hard drive in here, so I was thinking of possibly mounting it to the back. But now I've got it all open, I'm playing Let's Tidy the Wires Up properly because they were a right mess. As you can see, it's slightly less of a mess. There's a connector for my new drive, and the new drive there. But the problem I've got now is finding somewhere to mount the drive, and at the moment as well, safely, well not safely, but nicely sort of get all this wiring in. Right, so now it's all back together and got in what I want to put in it. Let's get it fired up. I'll go away and get some stuff installed, editing software. I might drop No Man's Sky and definitely PSO NGS on this and have a quick blast and probably put a bit of gameplay up at the end. But yeah, thanks for the 100 subscribers. I really love you guys and I'm glad that you enjoy what I put out there. I'm going to be making some more interesting stuff after this, of course. It's just getting that this morning spurred me to make a quick video about upgrading my computer to do more videos with down the line. But I'm going to play some games on it as well. As always, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys. I'll see you next time.
I'll scatter you to the four corners.